Yo, what's going on, gamers? Welcome back to another session, another day, another video. Today is the very last video of this devlog. I might be gone for about, I don't know, a week or so while I'm editing this devlog. Kind of depends on how quickly this comes out. So I thought we'd finish on a high note and get cell shading working. For those of you who don't know what cell shading is, it's basically kind of like a cartoony shading thing. What's that app called? Shader Toy. So we're gonna take this shader and we're just gonna apply it to our boy Ron and hopefully just get some good shading going right now. That's the goal for this video, for this session. I'm not too sure how difficult it's gonna be. It should be relatively easy, right? Let's go ahead and get crack-a-lackin'. So let's try and find a good example. I think this should be good. This looks very, very simple. In fact, I should get this going in like 10 seconds flat, dude. So we've got just diffuse lighting at the moment, and we don't really want diffuse lighting. Cell shading. So what do I need? I need a color, and I've got that color right here. I'm going to first calculate the brightness. All right, next up, what do we got? Shade, and then we just output that. All right, let's see if that works. Alright guys, see you later, video over.
This is Yabba Dabba.
Oh god, that was a little too easy. That's looking good though. Alright. Idea. We still keep the diffuse lighting, but afterwards we calculate the cell. Yeah, look at that. I don't know if that's right. It could be right. It's kind of hard to tell. What we need is some ambient lighting so it's not completely black. What I should really do first is just get the diffuse lighting to look good and then we cell shade afterwards. We kind of need a baseline ambient light, right? Because there's always ambient light. Nothing's ever completely pitch dark. Right now, we're getting a global directional shadow. Let's actually take a look at lighting again real quick. Oh my god, this is so much fun. We could actually deadass just do lighting for the entire game. But like, oh, I'm so keen to have this entire animation system like fully complete and just actually do gameplay stuff. It's gonna be so much fun. I guess we just apply a baseline ambient strength to it. I think that's the play. Yeah, all right, so I've just put the ambient in. I'm hoping that that'll show through properly. We'll see, I guess. I can't really tell if that's going pitch black or not. This just isn't changing at all. Why isn't this changing? Oh, because I'm not rebuilding. That would make sense. It would actually be a lot better if I just paint Ron just with a couple colors instead of having black in there, because that's just going to be confusing. Let's give Ron a nice uncanny skin color. Our boy is finally becoming a real boy. All right, so we got that skin color in now, and now let's just shade that real quick. All right, we're crashing, that's good. What do we have in here that is messing things up? Ah, F32. My bad. That's looking ambient as hell, boy. Alright, now we got diffuse lighting on this. Alright, so now if we chuck a cell shader on that, what's it gonna look like? Drum roll, please. It's going to basically just clamp the shit out of everything. If you had more vertices, it probably would look better. How would I get this to be shaded per pixel instead of per vertex? So that's ideally what I'm looking for here. I think it'd look a bit better if we had a lot more faces, had a lot more vertices. I think it's time to upgrade Ron. I think that's the play, really. But yeah, I mean, that's looking pretty good. I've got a grasp of how cell shading works. It's just a matter of having more vertices. I guess that's what we're going to do. Excellent session though. In the next session, we're gonna be upgrading Ron and making things look. I do have a model in mind. I did create one ages ago when I first started 3D modeling. We'll leave it at that. See you guys at like, I don't know. I might be back in a few hours. It really depends, but I will be back today, so. Adios. See you later, alligators. Yo. Now, I know I said yesterday that I was definitely gonna be on for a second session. I tell you what I did do. You ever just have those days where you're like, you know what? I'm gonna just watch like a single episode on Netflix. And then you just watch the entire fucking season. That's what happened to me yesterday. It happens to everyone. So, I think it's time we finally take Big Ron and put him in the game. I did actually go ahead and make a Big Ron ages ago. It's Chad.blend. Yeah, look at that. Now, I'm guessing he doesn't have any burns or anything. Cool, wow, that's such a short file. I'm actually just gonna leave it at that. I'm not even gonna mirror it over. It's been 4 days since I've been juiced up. It's time to get some goddamn work done. We're literally only using rotations. So why the fuck are there translation and scale channels as well? That doesn't make any sense to me, but we'll figure it out. I would love some suggestions if any of you guys have any idea. Move the translation scale to sampling the always sampling the exporter options. Ah, okay, always sample animations. Apply sampling to all animations. Fixed, you legend. Thank you very much, good sir. Solved. Now we've only got the bare minimum amount of data that we need. So I'm gonna bring this into the engine and let's see if we can actually get this entire animation playing out. It should be, Yeah, cool. So let me export that, and then that should give us the other half of Ronald. All right, so let's look at this. There we go. I guess the first thing to do is to test whether or not the animations are working, and clearly they are not. Is it just me, or does that look like the fold animation? In fact, I think it is. Yeah, so I'm actually using little Ron. All right, so if I change this to normal Ron, and then change this to wiggle. Look at that. Look at him go, dude. Now. The reason I brought you all here today is because the shading on this bad boy ain't looking too good, Chief. What I've tried to do is essentially do a very simple cell shader on it. It ain't it, basically. So what we're gonna be doing today is we are going to be making the shader actually look good. So right now there's some cell lighting on it. If we get rid of that and we just look at the diffuse, we could add a shit ton more vertices and not flat shade this guy because right now he's just very low poly. So we could add more vertices and smoothness to him. That would basically make it look good. Also, I think the reason it looks a bit strange at the moment is obviously because of the light direction. I need to actually put a proper direction in and not have it whatever it is set to now. It's really good to see that working. Just the fact that I've opened a new model, done a completely new animation, completely new rig, new bones and everything, and I've gotten it working just like that. I guess that proves that the entire animation system works. All right, so that is our fixed light source at the moment. Once we do actually do day-night cycles, what that's really gonna change is not so much the direction. So we're just gonna take the arc of the sun and just gently shift it over time. So now it's just a matter of shading this properly. Yeah, I've got the ambient lighting set to 0.5. I'm a fucking idiot. How did I completely forget that? All right. Fixed. So we could just try and smooth shade it somehow in the shader, which is probably gonna be the way to go. So let's just say we've smooth shaded it, right? We want it to look like this in game. On a flat shaded polygons, all vertex normals point in the same direction. In smooth shading, they bend around the surface. Oh, hang on a minute. So if I actually export with smooth shading on, then the vertex normals are actually going to be smooth. Have I been cocking myself this entire time by not switching to smooth shading? Hang on a minute. Yes! My God, that's beautiful. That makes so much goddamn sense now. Who knew that there was a difference between flat shading and smooth shading and that it wasn't just a blender renderer thing? Thank you very much. This is what I was thinking about earlier when I said we need to divide up the faces more or do something like per pixel lighting. I didn't know it was an actual thing. This could probably be good for pixel art. So say we scale it down into the actual resolution we want and we take that resolution and then we calculate per pixel the lighting. That would look pretty good. So at this step, I wonder what this is gonna look like now if we do the cell lighting. Oh, that is exactly what I want, dude. Fuck yes. We chuck this down into pixel art. We only have a certain amount of colors. I really just need to figure out what resolution that I want the game to be at. Alrighty, so that should have the new light direction going in. And yeah, look at that. That is looking good, dude. Before I go any further, I actually just want to just do some fucking vertex painting in here. All right, let's use that. Hey, look at that, baby. Ron looking hella naked. We need to give Ron a big fat pair of juicy balls. Big old cock and balls. This is this is gonna be an R-rated game. Oh, this is looking good though, dude. This is looking so good. Absolutely amazing session. Well, I will be back. So next session, what we're gonna do is specular highlights, see if toon shading is any good, and yeah, hopefully have a really nicely shaded thing. I'll see you boys later. Catch you on the flip side. Yo, 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 yo. Yo, 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 yo. Yo. How we doing, boys? Welcome back. That's right. Who knew I had it in me? I think you know what we're about to do. So let's just go ahead and do it. Toon shading. Is it gonna look better? Right now, we're just splitting the color up into about 4 bands. It looks pretty good at the moment, but we might be able to do a better job. So that's what we're gonna be testing out in this final session of the video, of the devlog, of the month. I'm gonna go get this bad boy done. Bring the specular reflection, send the fragment color to the specular times the on fraction term, the gradient of self-maximum intensity. That's a lot of words strengthened up into one sentence. All of them individually making sense, but as a collective, no. So we're just gonna look at the code and I'm just playing, boys, you're right. My code copying days are over. After looking over all of this, it's really just complete dog shit. So that's great. Instead, what I'm gonna do is just this is all I need, baby, okay? LearnOpenGL.com. Let's just implement specular lighting and then take it from there, eh? That's all I need to do. So let's go down to the section on specular right here. Yes, please, Poppy. Give it to me. So the lighting vector right now is just behind the head. I mean, I should just plug in values and then just mess around with it. Like, I know how to get the camera position. Camera position is equal to vec3. Something like this. Maybe that'll work, I don't know. I guess we'll have to find out. And then we just add this on the end. Yay. Let's see if this works. Don't know if the camera position is legit. No, it's really not. All right, I tell you what I'm gonna do. Before focusing on specular lighting, I'm actually gonna try and get diffuse and ambient working properly. What I'm gonna do now is make these normals transform properly, because I'm clearly just not doing it correctly, and I'm literally just treating them like vertices at the moment. That's not how that shit works. Over here, I'm timesing it by the model transform, and the model transform is scaling. I'm also timesing it by the burn transform. The burn transform is just rotating. That's all kinds of fucked up. Right, I've got to do this differently. Okay, well, I'm gonna go for a walk real quick. I'll be back in a jiffy. Hello! Walk is done. So what the fuck do I do? Why is this shitting the bed now? Like as soon as I hit R, it dies. Like, should it matter that this is a wrong order? Oh, right. I'm also multiplying it by nothing there. Why are you doing this to me? Why? Please. Ain't nothing but a heartache. Telstra song! Pog! Woo! Sound a shitty internet. Yay! Woo! Is that it? I don't know. Kind of just stabbing in the dark here. Oh shit, that actually worked. Look at that. Surely that's correct now. Those normals look pretty goddamn good to me. All right, I think shading is done. Well, to change the direction of uniforms, grab a matrix that you want, inverse it, and then transpose it, then multiply it. Is there any smart people in here that witnessed that and are going, yes, that's what you do? I have no fucking clue, but it works. That's really all we need. All right, so now that I've gotten that done, let's head back to the whole lighting side of things. So we're kind of done that, right? It's just a matter of combining lighting together properly. So let's say that the diffuse factor is 1.0 and we are literally solely doing diffuse lighting in this situation. I'm actually going to get rid of the color just so we can apply the lighting properly and just have like a reference from black to white. So that's complete light, that's complete dark. So this is completely from 0 to 1. That's the diffuse factor right now. All right, so here is the point where I would love to just be able to input values. That would be cool. Why didn't I read the fucking tutorial? This just explained everything I've been doing really nicely as well. I don't know why I just completely skipped over that. I don't know what to call this map. The best name known to man. All right, well, I think that should be good now. I think that right there should future-proof it. If we look at the actual animation, the normals are good, they're working fine, and that's all dandy. Now what I gotta do is find a way of combining the ambient, diffuse, and specular together in such a way that it doesn't clip. I've got everything that I need to play around with this. Let's start playing around. We've just got baseline ambient, so that just goes from 0 to 1. Diffuse, so that goes from 0 to 1. That's our diffuse lighting. Now, specular is what I want to try and figure out. So this basically makes it more shiny. Would probably want something around about 8. Yeah, so I need a way of kind of bringing this up, but not so high up that it clips out like that and goes to like solid white. That looks quite good. That looks pretty spot on. Ladies and gents, that right there is a complete animation system. 3 entire months worth of work led up to that very moment right there. I'm really not exaggerating when I say that that was the hardest problem I've ever tackled in my life. Really hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for tuning in. Thanks to all the new members for coming in. We got SF Ross, Anton a Dog, Andai2, Nimstat, Variant, Dimchick, Asuru, Longfield, Pandas Man, Fredrin, Zyru, and that's really the last couple days. Really appreciate it, boys. If you do want to become a member, rain.gg/fund, you can also link your Prime. You can also get a membership by subscribing on twitch.tv/Randy, and then you can link your account over on the website as well if you want to do that. That's about it from me. See you guys later.